Hey guys, what's going on? It is Jaden here. Talking to you personally. How you doing? No, I'm just fucking with you. No, we're coming here with a fucking story time video. Alright? We're gonna talk about the time that I got in trouble and could never go back to my friend's house, but we ended up making that not a permanent thing. But I was supposed to never be able to go back to my friend's house, completely banned, because we tried to sneak out on the day before State Science Fair in Washington. Okay, so disclaimer first, actually, before we get into anything, let me just tell you right now. Alright, don't do anything you see or hear in this video. You'll be being bad, and that's not good. You know what I'm saying? So, let me start off by giving you the time period. Okay, you know, the time period was around March 22nd, 23rd, or something like that, like 21st, I don't know. But it was like a day before Science Fair, right? Or the 2 days before Science Fair. And I remember that I had asked my friend Bean Man, when we should hang out. That's going to be his name, Bean Man. I just made that up on the fly. So, Bean Man, of course, was like, yeah, man, we got to hang out, but you know, like, you got to come to my house, because my mom is not going to drive me to your house because my mom's a raging bitch. And I was like, yeah, I got this. So I asked my dad when I get home. I'm like, Dad, can you drive me to my friend's house? Please. I get home. I get driven to my friend's house. And we're driving there, and I see him on this hillside. And so we pull over on his, like, at the beginning of his road. Okay, I stutter. But at the beginning of his road, right? So he has a nice long road, like a really nice long road. And he's at the very end, of course. He's like fucking half a mile from the actual road. And he's the very last house, too. So it's like, fuck you. So, of course, when I get there, I'm like, oh shit, who's this guy? You know, because there's another dude there. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And he's like, that's JJ. Now, I didn't know this, but JJ would be the fucking homie, bro. Would be the homie. Okay? Now, you know, I get there. I have my NIC device. It's a Sorin Air. It's an original Sorin Air, not the Plus. Not the stupid shit that they have now, the Plus, right? And the normal one. That looked like a fucking credit card. I used to hold it in my wallet. In my friend's wallet, actually. I never held that thing in my wallet during its lifetime. It only stayed in my friend's wallet that he gave me to use for the fucking Sora, right? So, you know, I pull up. We're talking, we're chilling. We go into the woods to hit the NIC because we're fucking sketchy 8th graders and their parents don't know. My dad's the only person who knows, out of all three of us, that knows that I vape. That any of us vape, right? So, you know, we're all being all sketchy and shit. We're out in the fucking middle of the woods trying to hit the NIC. I remember I watched Rory fall down in the fucking sticker bushes. Fucking Bean Man fall down into the sticker bushes, bro. That shit was funny as hell. But, you know, he gets up. You know, we're sitting there, we're hitting the NIC. You know, we're sitting here passing along. We're laughing our asses off. You know, we're just sitting here making small talk. Trying to get to know each other, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get to know each other because we've never met each other. I've never met JJ. He goes to a Christian school that I've never heard of. So, you know, I'm sitting here, letting him in my NIC, and then all of a sudden we hear this fucking like someone whacking, like whacking bushes, like running through the bushes, you know what I'm saying? I was like, who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is about to run up on us? So, JJ pulls out this fucking knife, this like shitty ass like kitchen knife that he had like in a holster, and I was like, and then Rory, you know, he goes like this. Oh hell no! By the time I saw that JJ pull out his fucking knife, I was already like so far away. Like Like, I wish I could have their input on this story, dude. I was so far away. I was fucking gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was not trying to be there any longer than I had to be. And, you know, I look back and it's his neighbor. I didn't know it was his neighbor, but they're sitting there talking to the guy. And I was like, okay, well, it must be chill since they're sitting there just talking to the guy and the guy hasn't, like, killed them or anything. So I walk back up and he's like, hey, he's telling me personally because he already told them. And he's like, hey, this is my property. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell are you doing walking onto my property? Now, mind you, I was like, oh shit, my bad. I thought those were the woods. But I was like, now looking back at it, I was like, I straight up just literally walked into this guy's front yard that was just heavily treed up. Like, this guy just had a lot of trees in the front yard. I was like, what the fuck? So, we get spooked. We go to JJ's house because, you know, we didn't want to walk all the way to the end of the driveway. And JJ's house is at the fucking beginning of the driveway, right? So we're like, yes! So, you know, we go to JJ's house. We go up in his room, you know, and it's super chill. You know, we make a couple of things. We make this thing called the hit stick, and we make the clobby chill spot, the cubby chill spot. So there's this like little closet, probably the size of like a very small room, like a very, very, very small room. Like, I'm talking, this shit is smaller than probably a twin size mattress on the ground, right? That's like smaller than the square space in this room, right? So I'm sitting here like, holy shit, like, it's kind of cramped, but, you know, we're all little 8th graders, so, you know, I'm like fucking 5'6", and they're all like 5'2". I've just been taller than everyone's for a while, so it just been like that. But, you know, we're chilling. We make this thing called the hit stick. There'll be a video at the end of the video. Like, the end of this video, there'll be a video of the hit stick back when I was in 8th grade that I'll put up on the screen, but I'm not putting it up right this second. So we make the hit stick, you know, we're chilling, and Rory's like, it's like around probably like 8 o'clock ish, and Rory's like, all right, I think it's time that we gotta leave. I think I hear my mom outside, and I was like, okay. He was like, but leave your shit here, and I was like, why? He was like, because when my mom comes, if she's here right now, we're leaving the stuff here and then we're coming back later tonight. And I was like, oh, your mom just wants us to eat dinner or something? And he was like, no, we're sneaking out. And I was like, oh, okay, bet. So we leave all the stuff there, including our science fair projects, right? And we go back to the house with his mom. You know, we're driving back to the house. She's confused on why I don't have anything. She's like, shouldn't you have like a science fair board? And I was like, oh no, it's at the school, right? And she was like, oh, okay. So, you know, we're making our way to the destination. You know, we finally get there. Now, remember, we get there, and I walk into the door, and boom. There it is. My friend's gaming PC that was shit. Dog shit. At the time, I didn't know it was dog shit. But it could at least emulate GameCube games, you know what I'm saying? So we sat here and we played fucking Wind Waker for a fat second, bro. And then we switched it to Project M, like, a little bit later. But then we only played a couple of games with Project M, I remember. But, you know, we were sitting there playing Project M, and then we got bored, so we went upstairs. And we're like, just waiting. You know what I'm saying? We're just sitting here just trying to kill time. Kill as much time as possible. So then we can leave, right? So we're sitting here waiting for his mom to go to bed. And we're trying to be quiet, but, you know, we're not really being that quiet. Well, I'm not really being that quiet. And finally, it's around 10:30 at night, right? And his mom yells up, and she's like, hey, I'm going to go to bed, guys. Good night. We're like, good night. You know, playing the sweet kid vibe. You know. And now, you gotta understand the layout of the house. So, the kitchen is where the door that we needed to leave was, right? The kitchen was where the door was like a back entrance in the kitchen. And if you left through that door, then it was a lot quieter because it didn't scrape against the ground. But you also ran the chance of the door creaking, right? So the door would do this loud ass creaking sound every once in a while, right? And that completely fucked us later. But, you know, we're sitting here like trying to debate either front door, just hear the along the ground, and you open it, and there's some shit in the way, and it's locked. So we're gonna have to unlock it, move some shit, and make sure that it's quiet when it scrapes against the ground, or we just walk through the door that they usually go through and run the chance of it just creaking. And I was like, creaking door, you know. I was like, how bad could it be, you know? Like how bad could this chick sleep to not be able to hear just a door creak, you know what I'm saying? Biggest mistake of my goddamn life. No, so we're sitting there and we're like, let's do this. You know, let's do it. So we're making our way down the stairs, right? Or I'm making my way down the stairs. And the first time I did it, she heard us open the door and I got 2 steps down. And before she was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And we were like, nothing. And she's like, "Y'all better not be trying to leave the house." You know, fucking yelling at us. And we're like, fuck. She's on alert now. She's gonna be on alert now. We're fucked. Right? So, we're sitting here scheming up a plan. So, he's like, okay, here's the deal, Jaden. What you need to do is you need to walk down the steps while, like, carrying your body weight on the handles. Like if you're gonna stand up and not go on all fours, because he was like, go on all fours and walk down the fucking steps. I was like, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not walking down the steps backwards like a dog. I'm probably just gonna fall down the stairs. Oh, if I would have known. No, so, you know, I'm holding on to the rail, right? And I was like the second to the last step. Like the second to last step down the whole fucking staircase. And Rory is right behind me. Like we can see the fucking kitchen door. We're like, yes, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. I fucking put my foot down. My ankle just decided to just go. And I roll my ankle, fall the 2 stairs down. And then she was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing? I know you're trying to sneak out now because you guys are trying to be quiet." And I was like, fuck. And she was like, "If you guys try to leave again, I swear to God, I will come unglued." And we were like, oh shit. This mom's gonna get fucking mad at us now. So, I'm sitting in there, hatching another plan. We're like, okay, we gotta do it again. But this time, how are we gonna do it without making? Because his mom is wide awake. We're like, we know damn well his mom is wide awake. We're like, okay. We wait for like 20 minutes and we're like, all right, how are we gonna do this without them hearing, without her hearing, right? So we do it again. This time we made it into the kitchen. We got to the door, right? We get to the door, and Rory fucking pulls it fast as fuck. Right? Like he pulls it fast as shit, you know, just to make sure that if it did creak, it would barely creak. And this shit fucking creaked. Like worst fucking creak on a door I've heard ever. And of course it happened this time. Like I just hear when he's trying to open this fucking door. And his mom's like, "What are you guys doing?" from her room. And we're like, so she comes out, locks the door. And she's like, I fucking swear. I swear to you. Fucking go out this door. I will leave your ass outside. Right? And you will perish. And we were like, fuck. Fuck. Like we didn't give a shit about getting locked outside because we had JJ's house to sleep at. But we were like, fuck. How are we gonna get there? Right? So we're sitting here hatching another plan to figure this shit out, right? And I'm sitting here, and I'm like, now, mind you, the living room window is about this big by this, and I'm just sitting here like, we gotta go through that window, but like, this shit is gonna be fucking impossible to fit through, right? Like, I was like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to fucking fit through that. What the hell are you thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's like, nah, dude, you got this. So he goes downstairs, and he's like, oh, Mom, I'm just gonna sleep on the couch. Oh, wait, no, his mom separated us, right? And it's like, you sleep out down here, you sleep up there. And I was like, fuck, now I'm stuck up here, bro. So you know, we've made that plan to go out the fucking living room window. So I'm just sitting here like, fuck, dude, I wonder if he went out there. And I look down there, I open the door, and I look out there, and he looks like he's fucking sleeping on the couch, right? Like, it looks like he's sleeping on the couch. So I was like, fuck. I guess he gave up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess he fucking gave up. Little did I know, he had been already outside. By the time she kicked him out of the room, right? She kicked him out of the room. And not even 5 minutes later, bro, this motherfucker jumps out the window and is sitting there flashing a flashlight in the window. In the window where I'm at the second floor, right? Now, I didn't see the flashlight because I'm sitting here playing on his fucking my Fat Man Switch. Okay, you'll know who Fat Man is in the next one, but I'm sitting here playing a Fat Man Switch that he gave Rory, and of course I'm sitting here playing some fucking DK shit. I don't know, some Donkey Kong shit. You know what I'm saying? It was fire. It was some gas, right? I'm sitting here invested in the Donkey Kong lore, right? And all of a sudden, fucking Rory gets screamed at, right? No, my bad. Rory did not get screamed at. Actually, what had happened was, Rory had finally done it to the point where I saw it, like, on the ceiling when I looked up to, like, go to sleep, right? And I was like, no fucking way that's JJ. I thought it was JJ. I thought it was fucking JJ. You would think, like, JJ would come down because, you know, like, what the fuck? Where's the homies at? Like, they were supposed to come, like, 2 hours ago. So, I look out the window and it's fucking Rory. And I'm like, Rory? And he's like, you fucking idiot. I've been sitting out here for like a fucking hour. And I was like, my bad. And he was like, get the fuck down here now. And I was like, okay. So I go, and I fucking trip again, bro. I fucking trip again down the stairs, bro, like a fucking nincompoop, bro. Trip down the stairs. His mom gets up, is pissed at me, and then looks at the couch and Rory's not there. And then Rory just climbs back through the window, sad as shit, and she locks the window with the fucking piece of wood and everything, right? So we finally I was like, fuck it. We finally give up. We're like, fuck it. We've ruined it for ourselves completely. I ruined it for us completely. All right, like, damn, you know, we're assed out. We're assed out. We can't fucking do it. We ruined the chances that we had. And so I go to sleep. I wake up at around, it's like fucking 4:50, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wake up, and I'm sitting here like, oh shit, like, tired as fuck, like, damn. Sucks that we can't get this shit. It's good that we bring the science boards, though. And then I was like, we didn't bring the science boards. No. So, we didn't have the science boards, we didn't have the Nick, we didn't have my backpack, we didn't have shit. Like, I was not prepared for this, right? Like, we were prepared to sneak everything back in. I don't really know what we were thinking, but we were prepared to sneak everything back in, right? So then we had everything at JJ's house when we got there. Well, now it's like 5, and I have to be at school at 5:30 in the fucking morning so then we can get on the bus and then ride the bus for an hour to fucking Bremerton. Or, yeah, Bremerton, I think is what it was. I don't know. Bremerton, I think is what it was. So, we're like, fuck, bro, like, what do we do? And we're like, well, the first thing we had to do was tell his mom. We were like, okay, here's the deal. We wanted to sneak out last night. Yeah, we know you know. You know we know. Okay? We need to go and get our shit back because we didn't fuck. I bring my science board, obviously, but, like, I left it at JJ's because I thought I was going to go back there and sneak it back here. And then she was like, well, then you got to go get it. So me and Rory, we both go to fucking retrieve the science boards. You know what I'm saying? We're going to retrieve the science boards. And we get there, and JJ's light is on. And we're like, oh shit, JJ must be awake still. Holy shit. No fucking way this kid actually stayed awake this long. So I started throwing little rocks at his window. And he did not wake up. So you wanna know what Rory does? He's like, fuck it. What else? Well, in his defense, what else were we to do? What else were we to do? He's like, fuck it. Just fucking opens JJ's front door. His parents are like in there sleeping. Like just opens his front door, walks upstairs. And now I'm sitting at the front door like hyperventilating, like holy shit, I'm about to fucking break into somebody's house. If only I would have known. Part 2. No, but you know, I'm sitting here like, what do I do? Like, do I walk in? Do I go up there? And all of a sudden, his fucking mom pulls up out of the bathroom and she's like, oh, do you need to grab your stuff? And I was like, yeah, actually I do. And she was like, oh yeah, just go up there. And I was like, okay. And so, I didn't break in, Rory broke in. And she thought that JJ let Rory up. So, it was fine that I came in, right? So, if she would have known that we had broken in, I guarantee she would have gotten fucking livid. But she thought that JJ let us up. So, we get up there, you know, we grab all of our shit. We head down to the school. You know, everything is great. 100%. And, you know, we do science fair. I got a fucking 3rd place. Rory got 3rd place. And it was all good. I had like the most bare bones science fair board ever. But that's pretty much all the time that I have right this second to tell this story. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, make sure you like. If you disliked it though, you know where it is. But see you guys later.